I'm here with people I love, except for one who I hate, and whom I single-handedly responsible.
Dairy crime completely changed the trajectory of my career. Before that, my career had been more about waiting than actually working.
Which are all supposed to be in this intense cool लगा हुआ है और हम लोग मस्ती कर रहे हैं.
We have two new people. Did the gang, the OG gang, bully you guys?
No, quite the opposite. Yeah,
they bullied us.
They bullied.
अगर जोरान मामदानी की विक्ट्री स्पीच में धूम मचा ले बच सकता है तो डेली क्राइम की प्रमोशन में
बिल्कुल.
Sometimes feel like a zoo. You manage a zoo, but this is nothing short of a gift to work with actors like this. It makes it 100 times easier.
One of the guards, bodyguards, who was, this guy who was playing the bodyguard. I overheard him saying, "हाँ एक दिन मिलेगा Vanity, अभी तो नहीं है."
So when I come into the position that I have come into, I will ask for these many hours of work.
I come from NSD. मुझे मालूम है there are so many talented people, more talented than me. उनको काम नहीं मिलता है. And there are so many people who are less talented getting lot of work, lot of money, lot of fame, everything.
I mean, for a woman to even do a basic number at the box office, you make it so much harder.
लेकिन मेरा एक बड़ा खुजली वाला शर्ट है मेरे पास, मेरे भूपेंद्र के पास.
खुजली वाला शर्ट?
मतलब वो पहनता हूँ तो हमेशा खुजली होती है मुझे.
I'm asking for the things that would rightfully and should have been given to me, but they never came. I never had that option.
I want to say I have a personal connect with Delhi Crimes because यहाँ पे 3 तो Superwomaniyas बैठी हैं. And Sayani, I can tell you next year it's going to come to you because जो Superwomaniya होता है वो Delhi Crimes से कहीं ना कहीं जुड़ ही जाता है.
Oh, like that. Little plugger.
Superwomaniya Show.
बस सुनानी चाहिए आशिकी के लिए.
इसके राइट्स नहीं है.
Somebody has gotten this on camera. अगर जोरान मामदानी की विक्ट्री स्पीच में धूम मचा ले बच सकता है तो डेली क्राइम की प्रमोशन में
बिल्कुल ऐसे ही शुरुआत करनी थी हमें. Who would have thought कि इस गाने से शुरुआत होगी, पर हो गई. This is season 3 and I'm here with people I love except for one who I hate and whom I single-handedly responsible for us.
The character, not me, the character.
Listen, you were so good that
You were
I
so
hate
bad.
you. I detest you.
Oh, thank you.
It was
That's a compliment. That's a big compliment.
I'm so glad I was bad.
I love it. High compliment. Thank you.
Really, नफरत हो गई हमें और अभी तो हम बस चखे हैं. 2 episodes हमने देखे. But thank you so much for being on Fever FM. Delhi Crimes, again, expectations. People, love this show. Like I said, there's no one who says कि हाँ ठीक ही थी. लोग रुकते हैं, देखते हैं. वो time commitment होता है. We have 2 new people who have come in. One I already hate. The other one I'm trying to figure out what I feel for her.
Hate.
No, excuse me. Let her make up her own mind.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment. ले लो.
But Sayani and Huma, I want to start with you too. Did the gang, the OG gang, bully you guys?
No, quite the opposite. Yeah,
They bullied us.
In fact, our only complaint was we didn't shoot enough.
Yeah.
We didn't shoot enough because we had separate dunyas. So, and then I remember this one day, no spoilers, which was a big sequence. All of us were together, and that night was the best night of the shoot because we were just faffing. And Tanuj would be like, chalo, shot ready, or somebody would come and be like, ha, 1 second.
How much popcorn was eaten?
Lots of popcorn, boomfali was eaten.
Yeah.
You also got something, na? What was that?
Everybody's
Makhana you had.
जो भी है लाओ.
Maggie or something.
Sitting in the middle of nowhere in the night and thusoing and faffing.
Yeah, it was the best, and and we have lots of pictures, also fun pictures from that night. But
which
and
are
we
all
were supposed to be in this
spoilers.
intense cool
लगा
हुआ है और हम लोग मस्ती कर रहे हैं. But I think all of them were so welcoming and so warm, and I think, and I speak for both of us, I think they were just,
they were incredible.
They were just incredible, and I think a fan of the show. Fan of all of them individually as actors because they've really done some exceptional work. Yeah. But also nice to now really call them friends and make something really incredible together.
I was literally counting my scenes ki acha aur ek din bacha hai Rasu ke saath and Rasika. I was like, Shefali and I unfortunately did not have, and I kept hoping that just put us together, like just something. Sir and I literally were trying to improvise and create scenes.
One bit.
that could
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I think एक conversation होनी ही चाहिए. मैं ही सवाल पूछ लेता हूँ.
Yeah, so it was. I mean, it was amazing.
She was unfortunately just stuck with me. For most
not
of it.
unfortunately at all.
Okay, for us entertainment journalists, I think this month has been the sort where we count कौन सा दिन है जब हम हुमा से नहीं मिले हैं. क्योंकि किसी ना
It's a good
किसी
problem.
It's a good problem. किसी की show की promotion चल रही है. And Huma, I've asked you this earlier, and in fact, so many of you have in your interviews spoken about, like Shefali, you spoke about how a lot of your life as an actor is about waiting for the right roles. You've spoken about how casting directors said, do younger roles, how can you do this? Rasika and Sayani, both of you have spoken about how you want to push boundaries as an actor, want to feel challenged. And we have such amazing shows which do that, which naturally do that. For women, it's always great, और राजेश जी मुझे ऐसे देख रहे हैं कि when a show is actually headlined by women, it centers around something that affects our lives. How does this change you as a person, as the woman that you are? Because I know shows, films are about entertainment, or they are for the business as well, but it's also a means to bring about change, to probably set aside some notions, some stereotypes. How do you feel about the kind of work that you guys are doing now, and what can the industry do to make it better?
You can start.
Oh, okay. I've always believed that a lot of conversation can happen through popular culture, and the lasting conversation always actually stems from whether it's music, it's films, it's shows, whatever. And I think I've always tried to bring and do certain characters, whose politics perhaps aligns with me or what I stand for, or at least and it's important to me as a woman, as a person. And when a show like this comes along, which has its politics so clear and so strong, and has had from season 1, 2 onwards, you just want to be part of it. Even if sometimes I've had to play like a negative character, because it's sort of fueling the conversation, it's fueling the narrative. And I think Delhi Crime is a show that sort of very beautifully navigates and walks that thin line, but where it does not go too documentary style. At the same time, it's not too filmy. I think it's somewhere in the middle where it's entertaining, yet I think it sort of makes you feel like you have to speak up or do something about it or have that conversation. And I think and shows like this are so important for what we are trying to, I guess, as women or as people who just believe in some kind of change in society.
Well, in the time that I have worked, I've seen a lot of change happening, and I feel very fortunate to be an actor at a time like this, because I think earlier especially at the time that the streaming services had come about, and women-centric content had become sort of a thing, and I thought maybe this is just an act of tokenism and it's not really going to go anywhere. But I think I've been pleasantly surprised. I feel like that the intent is correct. There is an attempt to really sort of examine the lives of women rather than sort of just putting...
Also acceptance of various shades instead of just...
And celebrating femininity and not just putting a woman as a central character and making her be masculine. So that is, I don't think that's been the case. There are of course some things like that also, because it's hard to sort of overcome your own references. In fact, I still feel that in many scenes in which we have a woman's body or any intimacy, it's very hard visually to overcome what you're used to seeing. And so therefore to fall into a space of sexualizing something is unfortunately probably the default, which you have to sort of watch yourself on. So I think that it's an interesting space, but is it enough? Absolutely not. So there is room for more, and I hope that it sort of moves in that
like
direction.
Generally in society, is it more acceptable now for women actors to ask questions?
It always was. I don't think.
Yeah, that's not something.
Nobody's ever turned around and. We are also certain kind of women, I mean, all the women sitting
Which
here.
is why I'm saying this, women who have an opinion.
Different spaces and different sets are different. I mean, I have to say that.
That's true.
It's a very person-to-person, set-to-set kind of a
Pay
difference.
parity?
Pay parity, I've been told that men get paid more in shows that I have done in the past. But now it also depends on where you are in your career and things like that. But I'm sure there is pay disparity. I mean, it can't not be there. But I completely agree with exactly what Rasika said. The only thing is, I still feel that we need more women storytellers. And when women are trying to tell this, you know, make films or shows and things like that, and not just one kind of show. It's not like, you know, oh, you make a women-centric show, that's when you get women directors. No. Because the gaze is, the gaze can be different. You know, the ways to look at characters, the world can be different in many ways. And, you know, it's important that all kinds of people from all walks of life get to tell stories, because that is the representation we need. Not just one kind, because even now when you see the films or shows that come out, they are extremely masculine. You know, they're filled with a lot of violence and, you know, a lot of things. So there's one tonality. Even films, like, they're graded the same way, they're shot the same way, you know, and it's extreme. There is that masculinity there, and I would like to see different kinds of things, you know.
I just wanted to say to what you asked, that generally do you feel that we have more leverage in accessing a project or anything? I feel no. And I have to say that. And that it's very heartbreaking, it's very difficult to navigate. I still find it very hard to, it's hard, see, the thing is that it's hard to say whether it's a gender issue or not, and that's the problem with any kind of discrimination. It's very hard to, it's so subtle that you never know where it's coming from. And so that is something. But the one thing that is a small win is, at least aaj ke zamane mein, a sexist joke is not a laugh out loud joke. But that's about it. You know, that's about it. And there's much more to be done there. That's it.
No, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
Shefali,
I was like Rasika said right in the beginning. I've been lucky. I was at that place at that time when the change happened. I mean, Delhi Crime completely changed the trajectory of my career. Before that, my career had been more about waiting than actually working. Delhi Crime kind of changed that, which is great. Yes, there is a change, but well, it's a constant growth, and there's a long way to go. As far as our, you know, whether it's pay parity or it's an actor of actress can ask a line or no, it will be probably more indulged if it's an actor. I feel it's more about the person being a star or not a star.
oh, you're talking about that power dynamic.
Yeah, because I've done films with women where they're equal parts, but you know, the star will always get paid more, and I am saying why not? Yes, the difference is very huge and it's not the right thing, and everybody wants to be paid well. There is no debate on that, but they are getting what they deserve. They are getting those, you know, people to come into the theatre, and I'm not going to deny that. Luckily for us, you know, OTT changed that, where, you know, it was not just about a character. But has it changed completely? No. Another thing, it's not, you know, we're talking about roles and kind of parts and all that. Also, women, the age, it's a very big thing, because in films, after 25, that's the end of your life. You don't do anything. But, you know, I just feel grateful that somebody decided to say, you know what, at 40 she's going to play the lead. She's never played the lead, but she's going to go there. And I think that's fab. Or Nina ma'am goes out and does the kind of work she does.
Exactly.
It's great. So I feel
all of us are part of that change in some way.
Absolutely.
Right?
You've literally, you, Nina ma'am, you guys have headlined that movement. You know, which is, you can get a 3 of us, because 3 of us, you know, a film like 3 of us is getting made. A show like Delhi Crime is getting made and financed. You know, so you need a platform like Netflix to put in the money with them out.
And the creators.
And I'll tell you one more interesting reason why. Because a lot of women who work behind the scenes, there are a lot of people who work behind the scenes in positions of power who are women. Because the same thing is not true of the theatrical business. That's a space I try and navigate. It's very difficult to get through, because the conversation always like, how many bums on the seat can you put? But my point is, are you actually having like a level playing opportunity? You're not. Today, I can go to Netflix, I can decide, do I want to watch a Delhi Crime or I want to watch a machismo movie or whatever, right? I mean, but at least I have the opportunity to view it.
However,
in the theatrical business, because there are lesser women, I would say, compared to the OTT space that are in positions of power to decide what gets greenlit. And it's a compliment to the Netflix team, so send them a clip of this. but the point is that they just decide that for whatever reason, women movies should not be they should be doing certain kind of subjects. They should not be getting certain kinds of budget. They don't need that big a release because people are not going to go out to the theaters and watch a movie. So I'm saying there's so much like already decided. It's like
a notion nobody wants to challenge.
आपको छक्का मारने मगर एक हाथ आपका पीछे बंधा हुआ है. अब आप करके दिखाइए. So I mean, for a woman to even do a basic number at the box office, you make it so much harder. Correct. That you're not it's not a level playing field. And I feel till that whole systemic, and then of course you say, "Arey, but you're not filling up the theaters," but you're not actually giving them a level playing field. So it's like a catch-22 situation. You know,
it's a great analogy.
You actually
you know, but Huma, I was not giving an example between a man and a woman. I was talking about particularly, like, I have done films, and you know, I also feel, and we want the world, but at least give us what we feel is our due.
Correct. Absolutely.
Itna to do. The disparity is so big. Okay, there you will give anything. Matlab a chopper, a car, whatever you want.
Chef, trainer, everything.
Everything. And but for an actor, it doesn't. I mean, you know, sadly. So when I come into the position that I have come into, I will ask for these many hours of work. You know what I mean? I'm asking for the things that would rightfully and should have been given to me, but they never came. I never had that option. I never had that option of, you know, having a clean vanity. Or a single vanity. Forget clean vanity. Single vanity. Jahan you can go to the loo, only you're using it. So all these things sadly have come with the positioning. You know, so it's I feel that there is a lot to do with position, that not the position that you deserve, the position that you're seen in.
Correct.
Sadly, it's all about how you're seen, what are people perceiving you as, and when I say people, I'm not talking about the audience, I'm talking about the industry.
Correct.
We don't, I mean, honestly, the audience is very kind. They love everyone. Okay, or they don't like you for whatever reason, they don't like your work. But they're not there to figure this, you know, किसको ये मिलना चाहिए, किसको ये नहीं मिलना चाहिए.
यार ये वैनिटी से ना मुझे क्विकली एक चीज़ याद आई. हम लोग लास्ट सीन शूट कर रहे थे और हमारे पास जो you know और भी लोग थे ना, one of the guards, you know, bodyguards was, you know, this guy who was playing the bodyguard. I overheard him saying, we were getting ready and you know this whole container and things were happening, and he was telling the other girls, he's like, हाँ एक दिन मिलेगा वैनिटी, अभी तो नहीं है. And you know, it's something that I think of since that day, because and that day, like, it really made me feel extremely grateful, because हमारे पास भी नहीं था एक दिन वैनिटी, but एक ख्वाब था, मतलब वैसे नहीं सोचा था, but एक उम्मीद थी और हो गया. पर क्योंकि हम सब लोग वहीं से आते कि कुछ लेके नहीं आए हैं,
कुछ नहीं था,
all of us, right? So the fact that we were still able to take that one little step after the other, one foot in front of the other, and still today have a single vanity and write those things in the contract. And I really, you know, I remember that night when I made a wish for him. I was like, you know, someday I really hope he can, and all these people can. Because, you know, those are little things that matter, man.
I think Rajesh ji, you want to come in here because, like Shefali rightly says, no longer just a gender divide. It is this whole politics of and the power dynamic, that how sometimes actors are treated, the whole star and actor equation that happens. Is that something?
मुझे मैं इसको थोड़ा सा अलग तरह से बोलना चाहूँगा. मैं पहले उसके बारे में बात करना चाहूँगा कि जिनको काम मिल गया हम उनकी बात कर रहे हैं. मैंने ऐसे बहुत सारे, I come from NSD, मुझे मालूम है there are so many talented people, more talented than me, उनको काम नहीं मिलता है. And there are so many people who are less talented getting lot of work, lot of money, lot of fame, everything. तो disparity तो यहाँ ही शुरू हो जाती है कि सही लोग सही वक्त पे पहुँच नहीं पाते. तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि मतलब वो मिलने के बाद का स्ट्रगल एक अलग है. बट काम नहीं मिलता है. बहुत सारे सही लोग हैं जिनको, और बहुत सारे एक्टर्स हैं जो, जैसे इन्होंने बात की कि वो कोई वैनिटी के लिए एक बेसिक्स के लिए मतलब आप you cannot perform
basic respect
अगर,
for the work that you do.
तो इसको nepotism से नहीं जोड़ना
नहीं,
but काम ही
this
नहीं
is
है बहुत सारे लोगों के पास.
Fishing now.
Tanuj, at this point, I want to come to you because you have this very Buddha expression right now when they all were like, we were chatting.
Buddha.
Oh, Buddha. Oh, sorry.
Huma, see, look at you.
Chabi.
But it could be Buddha. You know.
You can't call him that. Only we get to.
When you have a bunch like this, work becomes easier, or it's tough because like they come up with great ideas, they want to improvise. There's just so much that you have to manage and handle.
Well, yeah, you sometimes feel like a zoo. You manage a zoo. But this is nothing short of a gift to work with actors like this. It makes it 100 times easier. I don't work. I just say action, cut, and we got it. And because my work was done when I did the casting, actually, and I didn't, get everybody, but you win in casting, I think, in these kind of situations. And beyond that, you have actors like this. They have instincts. They know their characters. You set up scenes. You set up scenarios. You know the point of a scene, what has to happen. You know the logic, the reasons, the hard facts that have to come across in the show. But after that, they need to come in and fill in the characters. And if they own it themselves, that's what makes it feel real and present. That's what makes performances jump out of the screen. If I'm sitting here, no, raise your eye. Like too many directors, I feel, micromanage their actors or have very fixed ways of seeing scenes, not have the flexibility to understand what an actor's seeing. I hope that I provide a space where I give them structure, but they're able to actually act on what they know their characters need to do, which is going to be far better than something prescribed.
So you're not the sort of director who will enact a scene and then
No.
The relief of these actors.
I'm going to say this on camera. I'm sure I speak for all actors. We hate those kind of directors. Matlab, please, actors are not walking, talking props.
I've had with 2 directors.
I was like, भैया ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा. आप ही कर लीजिए, please.
Amazing. Okay, now coming to Rajesh ji, Rasika, Shefali. Obviously, every season is intense and it's hard-hitting. This one is no different. But I want to say this, and I'm saying this on behalf of all Derry Crime fans. एक तसल्ली मिलती है देखकर. You're back in that universe, and the chemistry, the equation that these 3 characters have is absolutely beautiful. I want to understand this. You guys are brilliant actors, so I know for you it comes naturally कि हमें ये part play करना है. Of course, on screen, if the character demands, you'll find that chemistry, you'll find that intensity. But you're staying with this character for so many years now. Every time when you get back on set and back into that character, literally in your head, what's something that you have that puts you into that zone immediately? Is it, actors talk about a fragrance or a dialogue or a song or something. What is it for you?
What is it that helps
you
comes
capture
from the other actor?
Yeah.
The fact that they are there. I mean, I am I'm extremely proud of the team I have. And I'll tell you, the first season that we did, I remember we all met a night before shoot. That's the first time we met. And that was the only time we had an entire cast reading. I'd never met Rasika before that, but the next day when we went on set, it was just as if all these people know each other and have been
working
together forever. Yes, I mean, I'm not going to take away from the fact that the script is so solid written, but I don't know what it was. It was just fluid. So every time we come back, it's like, I'm telling you, when we start, like Tanuj and me sit and we go over our script and whatever, and I'm waiting, when can we have the entire cast together? It's like, I mean, I don't know whether I answered.
She can't stand sitting with me for too long.
That too.
That's another way to look at it. Cast barabar enough. Okay. But I also wanted to understand what helps you enter your character. You're staying with this for so long.
The uniform for sure.
You put on the costume and it does something to you. I know.
So the uniform for you, Rasika, for you.
I have a ritual with Delhi.
Oh, wow. Tell us.
So you all already
Okay,
know
everyone
this.
take notes.
So, I shadow a cop who I've been shadowing.
I thought like some
ritual, like agarbatti
I also thought that you were going.
I thought like fragrance.
And the
the
reason
why
why
like that I wanted to know.
the reason, I knew you guys knew this. I didn't want to tell you all. It's not a big thing. Sorry, but the reason I call it a ritual is because I don't know if it helps any longer in contributing to what I'm doing or not, but it does bring me back there. And I've shadowed the same cop for 3 seasons. When I first met her, she was a probationer officer like Neeti Singh was in season 1. When I met her next, Neeti Singh was promoted to ACP and so was she.
Cool.
And when I met her in season 3, she was promoted to SP and Neeti Singh wasn't.
Oh no.
So मेरा promotion नहीं हुआ, लेकिन उनका promotion हो गया. And so it's been lovely. I've met her once in Delhi, once in Chandigarh, once in Arunachal, and it's just been very lovely to sort of know this person, a real life police officer for 7 years, to know Neeti Singh for 7 years, and to watch Neeti evolve and grow and to sort of discover things about myself when I get back to being Neeti. So it's been a very lovely journey. So I just do this every time because I feel like I need to. I need to just spend some 3-4 days in a police station to just understand what a really entertaining and heartbreaking place it is. And you know, the way people come to a police station, it's at a very desperate point. And so that just sort of brings me back in. And of course the uniform, it just makes you feel very responsible. And I love the team. You know, there are some units that you hang out with a lot after shoot and you have a very sort of active relationship outside of shoot. We are not really like that. We haven't hung out or partied with each other as much. But it really, really is comfortable. You know, when I see them, I feel, ye ho jayega. Aur अच्छे से होगा.
Beautiful thing. Lovely. Rajesh ji?
हाँ, मतलब बेसिकली तो वहाँ जब सेट पे पहुँचते हैं, सब कुछ होता है, तो सारा याद आ जाता है, ऐसे उसी जगह पहुँच जाते हैं उस दुनिया में. लेकिन मेरा एक बड़ा खुजली वाला शर्ट है मेरे पास, मेरे भूपेंद्र के पास.
खुजली वाला शर्ट?
मतलब वो पहनता हूँ तो हमेशा खुजली होती है मुझे.
Really? You've kept it?
नहीं, वो है सेट में ना.
Oh, उनके पास भी फर्स्ट सीजन से है.
वो मुझे बड़ा याद दिला देता है, भूपी हो जाता हूँ मैं.
So खुजली वाला shirt, you mean it's uncomfortable to wear? That's what.
No, literally you get
खुजली. बहन की खुजली.
कुछ उसमें है ऐसी.
Okay.
रुई का.
बस मैं ये कोशिश ये रहती है कि वो कंटिन्यूटी में ज्यादा ना फंसे.
और पहले दिन
ऐसे वाला सीन हो जो एक बार में हो जाए.
खुजली.
और फिर जब आपका किरदार इनके सामने खड़ा होता है, because वो जो dynamic है, that's also I think that is what people want to come back to the show with. You want to speak about that?
The one scene that I really enjoyed this season was when I meet her again. And Bhupi is there, and she's there, and I'm there. And I actually really loved that scene because this is somebody who I used to hero worship, but now I know I've seen the human side of her. I've seen that she can also sometimes err. I've seen her struggle. And now she's come back into a space that I was trying to sort of make my own, and I'm not quite sure if this is how this is going to pan out, right? And so it's just lovely to have her walk into a room where she owns it. And there's this very sweet moment which I don't know if it registers or doesn't, and Tanuj has seen it, but when there's a little bit of a duvidha on who's going to sit where kind of a thing.
There's one between you and Bhupi.
Correct. And I just thought that just brought 3 of us together again in our dynamics, you know, because she says, no, you sit, and I say, no, madam, say you sit, and then I look at Bhupi as if to say, should I or should I not sit?
Nice.
So that was kind of establishing everything again for me.
Amazing. No, but I want to thank you guys. You know, we do promotional interviews, but this was such a rich discussion. Thank you.
It's used to
No, but really, thank you. And I want to say I have a personal connect with Delhi Crimes because यहाँ पे 3 तो Superwomaniyas बैठी हैं. And Sayani, I can tell you next year it's going to come to you because जो Superwomaniya होता है वो Delhi Crimes से कहीं ना कहीं जुड़ ही जाता है.
Oh, like that. Little plug.
But really, thank you so much. I've just seen the initial few episodes, already hooked to it. But thank you for this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stutee.